Well, welcome back everyone, and here is a lovely Bristol Channel smooth hound. I haven't even had a chance to get my intro video done yet. So basically, welcome back to another video. You join me on Sully Island here in South Wales, and yeah, it started off to be a very good session with a lovely smooth hound, little Bristol Channel shark. Well, that's my first cast, first fish of the session. Let's go. Well, I literally just stopped that video. My other rod's come up slack. I think I got another hound. Johnny Little's next to me, which I'll show you in a minute, and he's got one on, and I got another one on as well. Here we go. First two casts and we're into the fish straight away. I haven't even had the chance to tell you about where I am or anything, or why I'm even here, but obviously you can tell why I'm here, because the fish are. Alright, well, it's come right in close now, and by here there's a few ledges right underneath your feet, and you gotta give them a bit of stick because they'll get your lead stuck. But it's not really enough of a rough ground to fish a weak link, but you gotta bully him a little bit in close. But here he is, a smoothie houndie. Second cast, well, first cast on my second rod, and the second hound for the session. There we go. That one on a bit of squid there, look. Happy days. Well, that was a very busy start to the session. I should put two rods out, put a crab on my left and a squid on the right. And I didn't even have a chance to get the camera out. The first one went over, got that on film. And then sat your bait at my next rig, looked over and Johnny Little's hooked into one. And then Johnny Little, by the way, he runs the Houghton Road Match Club. It's a local club around here. And then he was hooked up into a hound, and then I was going to go grab the camera and go down and film it, and then I looked up and my other rod was going over, so I thought obviously I've got to get on that. And then here we are. So yeah, basically it's been a very busy start to the session. So you join me on Sully Island on the monkey pole, where I'm here for basically anything that's going, but mainly the hounds. So I've got a mix of baits with me that I'll run through in a bit, but I'm eager to get another rod up there. So I'm just baiting up my squid as usual. Just rip all the guts and the head off the mantle, get those strapped on nice. And with the hounds, you don't really want a big bait because they haven't really got the biggest mouth, so you want something that's more than small enough to obviously go in their mouth and get your hook in quick, because there's a bit of tide running there now, so they're going to be quick on it. They're going to grab the bait and move off with it. So that, to be honest, that's more than enough bait there, just a head and gut. I'll tell you what, I'll add a little bit to it, but you don't need anything big. Like, I would never use more than like a whole crab when I'm fishing crab, but what I do tend to do when I am fishing with crab, I reel it in if I haven't had a fish on. Even if I have, really, if the bait looking too bad, I'll just strap half a crab to it, so you're not going through too much bait. But I probably said that really quick because I'm baiting up quick because I'm in a rush to get a bait up there. But yeah, well, anyway, this is Sully Island, everyone. Right, that is that squid bait out there. Right off the front, and a nice bit of tide. Got a bit of wind on today, bit of a strongish westerly, so I'm hoping you can hear me right. I'm hoping the wind's not obviously wrecking the audio too much, but it is what it is, I suppose. Nothing I can do about it. What I can do is do my best to bring some fish for you to see, which I've been doing alright so far. First 2 casts and got 2 hounds. So anyway, let's get that other rod back out there. Well, I just had a lovely pull over then, a slack line, and I think this is on the mackerel I put up there. So be interesting to see what it is. I'm sure this is on the mackerel. Might be wrong because there's a crab on one of them, but I'd like to say it's a mackerel. But who knows? Soon find out. Yeah, something's there. It's quite a nice pullover actually. I was over there having a chat and looked over, my rod was right up, seen a bit of a bow in the line where it was slack, and then it's pulled over quite well. Yeah, something's there. Yeah, that's a fish. Like I said, I can't remember if this was the mackerel or the crab, but I'm quite confident to say it was the mackerel. Let's go down off the front, look. I haven't got a clue what this is. It's stained deep. This probably is the one with crab on it, to be honest with you. The way it's going. Stained very deep. Leaders on the reel. Or whatever it is going. Let's walk up now. A hound. Spun right up. Oh my god, is that on the mackerel? Yeah, I think it's on the mackerel. What bait's that on? Whoa, he's a right lively one. Oh, he's come off. Oh, he's gone. Anyway, I did have a hound. Never mind. It wasn't even hooked, he was just lassoed. Oh well, there wasn't a crab. Well, I was tangled up with John next to me and untangled it, and as I did, my rod just pulled over my hand. So got another fish on. It's on crab, so I'm guessing it's a hound. The bite was very typical of a hound. Our wind's picking right up now, so I hope you can hear me. But if not, turn the volume down for a minute. I'm actually reeling this hound. Feeling a little bit better, it's fighting better now. I don't know if it's just a bit of a lively one, or if it is bigger, I don't know. It's just bombing right now, which I don't want it to do that. Whoa, it's literally going to beat yourself over there in a minute. It's literally in here. No, it's not a decent one. It's just fighting well. Oh no, there's a nice one. That is a decent one actually. Not bad. Not bad. Let's land him. Let's land him. I think it's a decent one, is it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Small hound. Oh, sorry dude. That's a bit bigger. That is a bit bigger. It's a bit bigger. And it's lively. Oh, don't go down there, mate. Yeah, that's a bigger one. Slightly. There we go. Probably not far I wouldn't say £10, probably about £8-9 maybe. But it's definitely bigger than the rest. Probably the biggest one I've had so far this season. Well, I'm going to chuck him in the pool in a minute and get some better photos of him, because like I said, it's probably the best one I've had this season. So yeah, I want to get that rod back out there, so I'll put him in the pool, get some photos, and bring you back when I send him home. Also, I hope that the camera is at a half decent angle, because I've had to sort of wedge the tripod in the side of my box and tape it on, because it's quite windy. Almost blew the stand over as well then, so like the camera stand, I don't want to trash my cameras. But I just had a bite on my right hand rod with a bit of squid on it. I haven't even taken a photo of the hound yet. I cast that rod out, or baited the rig up, cast the rod out, and as I put it in my stand, I noticed my right rod's starting to pull over a bit. But I don't think there's a hound on it, because it hasn't gone again since. There's no weed on there, but there is a bit coming through now, but there's none on that line. I can see where it's going in the water, roughly. Yeah, I think it's going. Is it going to go? Something's definitely messing with it. Yeah, that's definitely a fish. Definitely. And a bit of squid. Bit of squiddy. Can't beat the old squiddies. That wind is picking right up now. Yeah, something's there. Something's there. Have I hooked it? Have I hooked it? Yeah, I have hooked it. I've caught a fish on. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not too sure. Bit of weight there. I will see that. It's coming closer in now. It's nodding. Let's get off the front. You probably wouldn't be able to see me landing this or anything very well, because where I am, but should be good. Should be good enough. Right, leaders on the reel. Must be a hound the way he's staying deep like this. Must be a hound. Yes, it's a hound. Another shark. Oh my god, there's a shark. It's gonna eat me. It's a baby. It's a baby hound. I'll tell you what, just to save him stressing out too much, I'm going to unhook him and truck him straight back. But anyway, there's another hound. It's number 4. There we go. Back she goes. 2 fights another day. Let's get that rig back out there. We're in amongst trying to take photos of a hound and baiting up and all that. My rod absolutely screamed off, and I produced a much better size hound. I just weighed it just then and it went £10.14, so it's my biggest one of the season so far. That first one I had that I said was a half tidy size was bang on £9, and this one £10.14, so I'm well happy with that. Nice double figure smooth hound. So let's send her home, back where she belongs. Back she goes. Let's catch another one. We're just sat here enjoying the sunshine, and my right rod has a bite. Stop now. Pulled over, took a little bit of line off the ratchet, and then lifted back up. And now it's gone back over and stayed over. A nice rod of tide again now, so I put some crab out on both. Yeah, I think it's there. Are you going to come back? You should trip that lead out on that tide. But I was just sat there starting to make up a rig to have a go for a bass, because in a minute the tide is going to be really strong. So all of our lines are going to get taken into one spot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fish one of the rods just with half a joey just over the edge for a bass. I'm not sure whether to drop the bait, which is uncommon really for a hound. I don't often drop the baits. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it back in the stand for now and give it 5. I'll carry on making that rig by there, and I'll bring you back if it goes again, which it is now. Sometimes all it is just putting it down. Yeah, fish on. Nicey, nicey. It's coming up quite high in the water up there. It's not staying deep like the other ones. Not that that really means anything, but you know, one of them things. Oh, just cut my line. Oh man, broke me off. What if it was tangled with my other line? Oh, cut my leader. Oh no, what happened? Snapped my rig. Fishing an up and over. Snapped my rig. Yeah. I just snapped my rig. Let's try again. Well, after I just lost that hound, I cast out and it's gone again. So with my other rod, let's turn that camera on first. How's that? That should do it. I haven't had a chance to bait up that rig yet for the bass. I made the rig, I was halfway through baiting it up, and then I had a bite. It's going over. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, that's a hound. Let's go find him. Oh well, it's another hound that bites the dust. It wasn't very big, but I was down there sort of balancing in the crevice, and I wrapped my hand around the line on the main on the backbone of the rig, and the hound bolted around the rock, done a somersault, a little 360 400, and went around the rock and just snapped my line. There was a bit of light hook link on that. It was like well, 50, it's not light, it's just this line here is a little bit soft, so sometimes that happens, but I don't know even what I'm saying anymore. I lost the hound, it is what it is. I'm going to get back to my bass rig. I'm just baiting up my next rig now, some crab, and about 5 minutes ago I flicked out half a joey and something's found it, and I'd say it's an eel because it's just pulling over and like rattly a bit and then stopping and then doing it again. I wouldn't say it's a bass, unfortunately, but the size of the eel that it probably is, probably won't even get it in the mouth. but you never know. Might be another species for the day. I'm going to give it a check anyway, because obviously with an eel choking on the mackerel, bass isn't going to exactly take it, is it? So let's check it. Something's definitely messing around with my bait. Let's hang that up there. Alright, let's go and have a look. I got a weak link on it and hasn't managed to break out the weak link. So chances are, if it was a bass, you know, it probably would break it off. Is he still there? Let's have a look. Yeah, something's there. Very rattly. It is very eely. Oh, I got a rockling. Big rockling. God, that's a big one. Oh, hey, look at that. That's a big old rockling. That's like half a joey mackerel. Look at that for a whoa. Look at that for a rockling. That ain't half a joey mackerel. That is incredible. But if any of you have watched my videos about my tank, I've talked about these things a lot, and they are very, very, very aggressive fish. They will eat just about anything they can fit in their mouth, and they have got a pretty big mouth. If I give you a look, better look at him. There we go, look at that. You can see the size of this mouth. Huge. And that's a 5/0 circle there. Done its job. And that bait is nothing really to size that mouth. But wasn't that? I haven't caught a decent rockling in a long time. Loads of little ones. Look at that. Colours on him. And I just had another hound. Got the smallest one of the session. He's slapping himself in the face. But I didn't film it because I didn't even know it was on there. I just went to check my bait and I was like, oh, there's a bit of weight there. And it wasn't until it came in close it started acting like a hound. There's another little starry smooth hound. Let's send him back straight away. And we're going to try and catch some more because the tide's turned. There's a lot of tide out there in the minute, but that will ease. And then when it does ease, the hound should be on the feed quite big time. So fingers crossed we'll have a few more before we leave. Still got ages left really. Low water's only half an hour ago. We've got an easy 2 hours left really. So yeah, I'm gonna go beat the rig back up now and then hopefully get some more action. I got a bite on my left one. It's got to be a bite. It's quite a bit of strong tide there now again, well still. And it's just tripping out. It's bound to be a fish that. Yeah. And no doubt it's a hound. Yeah. That's another hound. Well, what can I say? I've never lost so many hounds before. Just pull the hooks. Well, lifting the fish out by the hook link doesn't really do it a favour. But I don't think I've ever pulled the hooks in any way on so many fish before. Specifically hounds. Normally when they get hooked, they don't really come off because there's such tough skin on them. But today, that's one that wasn't even hooked, it was lassoed. It's just come off down there. One snapped my rig. One cut my hook link off on the rocks. And now this one's just pulled the hooks. At least we caught a few. I suppose I can say that. I'm just gonna strap some more crab against this now. Cast it back out there and see if I can get it on the rocks this time. But it was all a bit quiet for a bit. And All I heard from over there was zzz, and I have a hound, I think. I'm guessing it was a fish. I didn't even really look. I just run over, turned the camera on and grabbed the rod. I thought it would be because there's not much tide there to be taking line off the ratchet. Yep, there he is. Oh, you're joking. Oh. Well, that did not go well. Snapped me off. Don't know what on though. Is that main line or is it my shock leader? It's all fresh. My other one's going now, is it? Yeah, my other one's going. Let's get on that. Come on now, let's stop losing them. Never lost so many hounds before. Yeah, there he is. Right, we got this one on. I've never lost so many hounds before from this kind of stuff happening, from them cutting me off, hook pulls, snapping my rig. I know it's the way it goes sometimes, but I don't get why it's happening so much. Now this one's got me snagged. Oh my god, what's going on today? What is happening? That wind's picking up even more now. I don't think I'm going to be here for much longer. Right, we got him out now. I'll just give it a bit of line. Felt I'd take a bit. And then we got him now. Right, drag him in. Come on, let's get him round. Come on now, enough playing, we got stuff to do. What? Oh god, no, is it? Well, I thought that fish looked a bit bigger when it come up, and the sure is. I just weighed her and she's 13 pound 8 ounce. So an absolute cracking smooth hound from the shore. That's probably, I don't know, it might be my PB, I'm not sure to be honest. Can't even remember, I'm not really, can't even remember, so it might be my PB. So absolutely buzzing with that. What a fish. Absolute stunning fish to end the session on. Pretty much on my last cast now, I think. I'm run out of crab really, and the wind's picked up, so I think that's an awesome way to end the session. So I've taken enough photos of her, and she deserves to go home now. So let's send her home. Back she goes. Well, I'm buzzing with that. She's up there on the surface, you might not be able to see him. You can just see her nose poking out in a dorsal fin. Well, I'm over the moon with that. Great way to top it off. Good stamp of fish actually today. That's that one, 13.8. I've had a 10.14. One that was like £9 I think it was. And a few under £10. So she's still there. I'll tell you, we got to move. We're gonna get soaked in a minute. Well, we got up out the swell because it's picking up quite a bit down there now. and I think I'm going to make this my last, you know. I've still got more fishing time. I haven't really talked much at all about the venue really. The wind's been really bad, so it's been quite tough filming, and obviously with the wind, setting the tripod up somewhere where it's not going to get knocked over is quite tricky. It's so uneven, the floor on here, as you can probably tell. So I mean, with a quick mention I will say with Sully Island, obviously because it's an island and you're fishing over low water, normally you can wade on about 3 hours before low, but if you aren't familiar with wading across, it's not worth trying. You might as well just wait until it uncovers enough to walk across. And a lot of people have asked me how long to fish on the flood. So say if you fish 2 hours of the drop, just fish an hour and a half out, or hour and 40 minutes of the flood. It's not worth risking it, obviously, because if you're unsure and a bit unconfident for your first time, it's not worth risking it for nothing. But what I say to people, just keep an eye on the surroundings around you. Just look down the beach at what it's like when you first come on, and then as long as you've left it before that on the flood, then you're fine. So there's the weed island. I would show it to you, but it's just going to be really difficult with the wind because it's picked right up, so I'm trying to keep my mic a bit out the wind. But yeah, as you come up the hill and you come down, just take a note how high the sea is down the rest of the island, and then obviously when it starts pushing in the tide, just wait until it's that stage or earlier, and you know you got enough time to get off. It's just like a little tip to help out, because people are unconfident, but it's the basic ways of saying it is 2 hours either side. So you got 2 hours of fishing of the drop and 2 hours of the flood, and that's plenty of time. Like I wade across up to my waist because I know exactly what path to take, and then but I would never wade coming off. I always leave with plenty of time to spare just in case, so I wouldn't want to get caught out. I did a few years ago, I did almost get caught out, to be honest. I was fishing like I am now in the summer for the hounds, and it was quite quiet. I had like 3 on the drop and the flood was dead, no bites or nothing, and then it was about an hour left of the tide that I could fish, and it just switched on. It was amazing, and I think I had 6 in about half an hour. It was just one after another. I couldn't keep the bait in the water, and there was 2 of the guys, they left, and I thought I'll have one more cast. I had another cast, caught one instantly, and I thought, oh, quickly cast it back out, and then cast it back out. I had the hound, and I thought I've got to leave now. Got up the top, and there was probably like 10 feet left of the causeway, and that's the tightest I've ever done it, and I'd ever like to do it. I would never want to get caught out. So yeah, this is my last cast now. If I have anything on it, if I have another hound, I'll bring you back to give you a look. But like I got more time fishing really with the tide, so I don't know where to stick it out a bit longer. I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to pack it in now. I'm going to head home because I might head out tomorrow morning for a bit. So might just head home a bit early, get gear ready for tomorrow, charge all the batteries on my GoPros, and get ready for another day of fishing tomorrow, and hopefully another day of successful filming for you guys to see. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. It hasn't been the most information in it, if you like, but like I said, the wind's been a difficult one to work with today. It's a lot stronger than what they forecasted. So yeah, as usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.